Okay, let me check here. I think we are live. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, okay. Thanks, James. Let me double check also my other monitor. I think that everything seems okay. I just don't hear my voice in the. Okay, okay, that was the problem. It was just a cable problem. I couldn't hear my voice in my um, headphones, but now I'm fine. So thanks for coming to this live. Well, in case there is some technical problems, just tell me. I'm using a new, different streaming software for the first time. I tested it yesterday, but it was a very short test. But it seems very good. I'm just using the free version right now, and I will see if I will adopt it. It's called EV Mux, and yeah, again, if there are any technical problems, just tell me, and I will try to fix them live. So finally, the new DaDaBIK.com website is online since a few hours. You should see the homepage, which is shared with you in this live. What I would like to do is, well, mainly two things. The first one, I will present you the new website and you know what we have now. And the second part, I will share with you my experience, my development experience. What I mean, a few months ago, I decided to redesign completely the DaDaBIK.com website. I had a few options to do that, and it was quite hard even to start and decide which options was the best one. So I want to share this with you because probably it could be useful for you as well. But okay, now coming back to the website, this is the homepage of the new website. The previous version of the website was born in 2012, so well, more than 11 years ago. I tried during these years to change little things here and there to make it more fresh, but still it looked very dated. So I knew I needed to take the time to move to a completely new design, and I did it. So we have a new website, completely new website. The content and the way the content is organized into pages is almost the same, not exactly, but almost the same. And I will tell you later why it's the same for the moment. But the design is completely different, a completely new design. So let's see, let's have an overview of the website, and then at the end, if you obviously if you have questions or suggestions, if you think we have missing things in our website, please tell me. Your feedback is very welcome. So, well, we have a new logo. If you remember the old logo, it was a 3D 3D logo. Um, I like that logo, but again, even the logo was too old because um, it has probably more than 20 years. My friend and artist Fausto Mazza designed that logo for me. I liked it very much, but it reflected, that era. So I wanted something more simple, flat logo, but still I wanted to, preserve the original idea. The original idea was an alien. This originally was, I mean, I think you can recognize it even better in the original logo, but the idea was to have an alien cat. That was the the original idea at that time. Um, if you are old enough to remember the first DaDaBIK years, probably you also remember we had these T-shirts, DaDaBIK T-shirts with the alien cat and um, and some text. Alien cats speak Italian. Now it sounds a bit weird, but it sounded cool at that time. The T-shirts were great, and but again, we needed to make the logo more modern. So the original idea is still there, but a flat logo. The company that redesigned this logo firstly tried with well, they gave me two options. They designed it in purple. That should be the the primary color of this theme, and in green. I finally decided to keep it green because it was more in line with the original idea of that logo. I'm not completely satisfied about this logo. I feel like there is something missing sometimes, but I like it, and I think it works well in this website. So this is currently our logo. Also, it's way easier than before to stretch it and to adapt it when you need an icon for social network sites and things like that. So it works great. Yeah, and well, we have this header with the menu. It's a sticky menu, so it's always available. And this is the homepage with the main offer. DaDaBIK offer, so a low-code, no-code web application builder. This is what DaDaBIK is since 2001. So it's old. One of the first web application, probably the first one web application of that kind, but still. But it is, as you know, still updated. In fact, in March, so a couple of months ago, we had a new version. Here we have the three most important videos. I think they are right now to understand how DaDaBIK works. These are tutorials about building a CRM, an inventory management app, and an help desk. Especially the CRM is a pretty popular video with thousands of views. So I think that for people who are new to DaDaBIK, it's an easy way to understand how DaDaBIK works. And yeah, and well, start free trial and contact us. That's what we also had before. I added this part in which you can already see very easily the typical kind of things you can do with DaDaBIK in one sentence that changes continuously, like internal tools, CRUDs, personal databases, business apps, BPM applications. I think it's also very easy to, understand immediately what we are talking about. And here we have some of our users. And then another section that was available also in the whole website where I try to, talk to coder on one side, non-coder on the other side. The company that helped me with this new with this redesign suggested me that here there is too much text, especially for a landing page. They are probably right. However, I will tell you later why for the moment the text is the text, the content text is still the same. So non-coder can use no-code features. Coder can use both no-code features and low-code features of DaDaBIK. So they can add their own PHP and JavaScript code. So this way we can talk to both. And here we have some Capterra and G2 reviews. And here many other reviews from other sources. Reviews are very important because people can see what actually other users wrote about their experiences. So they are very important. And then once again, a few reasons why you should use DaDaBIK here. And finally, an additional, call to action for starting a free trial with some, let's say, more license specific peculiarities of DaDaBIK. So the fact that respect to other competitors, there's no limits on users, table, records, user groups. There is no data vendor lock-in, so your data is in a standard database. By default, we don't touch it. We don't touch the scheme of your tables. It's white label, so if you want, you can remove powered by DaDaBIK. You can cancel anytime your monthly subscription, or if you prefer a lifetime license, that's also available. So this is the homepage. I hope you like it. If you see something that you feel is wrong or that can be improved, please tell me. Obviously, there could be some bugs or little things to fix because it's the first day, the first few hours the new site is online. Okay, and then what about the other pages? Well, features page, again, that's a long page that people, people who help me say it is too long, too much content. But yeah, now I can tell you the reason why, for the moment, the content is the same. Oh, thanks, James. New logo is great. Thank you. Why the content for the moment is exactly, well, not exactly, but almost the same. Uh, because, I mean, the old website was ugly. We know that. Uh, I haven't spent much efforts on search engine optimization, but despite of that, for some keywords, it ranked very, very well. And obviously, I don't want to lose my, my ranking. So you never know what can happen. Google on Google wise when you completely change a website. So I wanted to minimize the changes. So I said, okay, let's change the design first, and let's wait a few weeks to see if there are changes in the ranking, positive or negative changes. When I will see, differences, if any, then I will apply also changes to the content. Otherwise, I cannot see. I mean, if something happens on the ranking, I don't know if the reason is the content change or the design change. So that's why. I don't think I will change the content a lot, but probably I need to simplify some pages. Okay. All right. Let me drink some water. And okay, let's go back here. So here we have the typical DaDaBIK use cases. So DaDaBIK is a CRUD generator, a low-code platform, in some way a PHP code generator, even if it's not, it doesn't literally generate code. Excel to web is another use case. These are all, good landing pages. For example, people search for CRUD generator and Google suggests exactly this page. And this will be the landing page for that kind of search. The use cases are the same we had before, but obviously with a nicer layout. The website obviously is responsive. It works great on mobile. For example, that part with the menu disappears because it's not very useful on probably on your phone. It was responsive, even the old version, but now it's way better. Demo page, is the classic page where you can start the demo. Pricing page, I like it very much. I mean, the old pricing page was a mess. Well, it is still a complex page because I prefer to give all the detailed information about the features each edition gives to you, but at least is way nicer than it used to be. At least I hope so. So you can choose between lifetime license. In this case, you have the three options, and monthly subscription. Okay, in this case, you have only one option. You have nice tooltip that works well even on mobile, and link to get started with each of them. So I think it will work much better than before. In addition to the content we had before, there is also a frequently asked questions section. Section related to classic license and pricing questions. Okay, not all the questions, only the ones related to pricing basically, and similar things here. Well, obviously we have the footer in each page with the social links and contact form. Community is just an introductory page, an introduction page for the forum that is still the forum you know based on Xenforo. Docs, here we have another set of pages that use the same kind of layout we saw before, with this navigation bar here and the content here. Again, nice. I think it's nice. Manual, video tutorials with our videos and all the things we had before, only in a better in a way better design. Same for this section, blog articles. Here we have the link to the blog that also has been changed. The blog now has obviously this new design, and also some other generic articles that are under this section, okay, including the history of DaDaBIK. And then we have a services page here, a contacts page that is now more I think easier to read, more simple. And also the buy page that is now a button is I think way easier to to read, to follow than before. Less content in this case, with some feedback even here. Okay. And that's pretty much about the website. If you have any questions or suggestions, please tell me. Otherwise, I will tell you something about the what happened behind the scenes when I decided to build the new website. So let's say that the very first idea when I decided to build the new website was okay. I will hire a web agency, and I don't want to even touch the code. I just want to provide my my goals to them, and ask them to develop the website from scratch according to my specifications. That was my original idea. And I mean, it makes sense because it's something that there are people that do it for work, web design buildings, and they are obviously better than me. It's way better for me to focus on other things like the development of DaDaBIK itself and the more high-level decisions. However, at some point, I was like thinking that I'm a computer scientist and mainly backend developer. So my two main technologies are when it comes to programming development are, in terms of languages, are PHP and Python. I use PHP mainly for web applications, and Python for everything is data science related. And in all these years, I pretty much focus on this side of the development work, and I slightly forgot all the things related to the front end development. So my web design and front end development skills were very rusty. I mean, I realized that I was missing many things that were happening in the front end world. This is not necessarily a bad thing. In fact, I mean, the last big improvements in DaDaBIK that needed front end development, for example, the live edit and the new upload component, have been developed not by me, but by another developer, Simone, who is a full stack developer, but with a very, very deep knowledge of front end development. However, I realized that even if there is someone else taking care of the front end, I cannot just ignore that part, because otherwise, every time I need to, do even little modifications, the code I maybe need to change, unless I ask, every time the original developer, the original author of the code, my modifications were slightly becoming too, I mean, sometimes I realize that I use little hacks on the front end side to achieve my goals. And when I realized that, I knew that was bad. I knew that it was time to, sit down, go back to, on the books and study. So I decided to do the website almost by myself, almost. Then I will tell you what this means. But I started from literally almost from scratch, taking some web design courses, CSS courses, and Bootstrap courses in particular. I really focus on Bootstrap because after having evaluated many options, I decided that Bootstrap was the perfect tool for me. It gave me the right balance between flexibility and speed of development. If I need a button already styled, it's so easy. And after you master it, it really works exactly as expected. So I, I try to focus on Bootstrap, and I finally decided to take this approach. Well, I'm missing one other option I took into consideration, and it was the idea of using a no-code tool for the website. DaDaBIK is a no-code tool itself, but typically it's not used for develop a website like this one. But there are other tools more focused on that. And one of those tools is Webflow. So I said, okay, let's try with Webflow. But it didn't work. probably it was my fault. I don't know. I think I didn't spend enough time probably to practice. But after a while, I realized that uh, to reach my goals, I mean, to position things where I wanted to position them, it took too much time. I mean, I couldn't do exactly what I wanted to do in easily and in a short time. Again, maybe it's not my fault. Well, maybe it's not Webflow fault because many people say it's great, but with me it didn't work. So my final option after having evaluated many options was let's take let's take um, a bootstrap based template and a toolkit, so something built on the top of bootstrap, and let's start from there, so I don't have to do anything from scratch to build my website. And that's exactly what I did. I purchased a bootstrap template from a company. Before purchasing, I contacted them asking some questions. Their answers were great. Like, they were very fast replying to me. They were straight to the point, give me, exactly the information I needed. And I said, okay, I want to work with these people. I like how these people work. So the idea was, okay, I purchased their template. Sorry, I still need some water. I will build almost everything by myself, but every time I see there is something that for me is too complex, I mean, well, maybe I can reach that goal, but investing too much time, I delegate that to them. So we discussed this. We found an agreement about that, and that how the things worked. Basically, I developed the whole website by myself using their template and Bootstrap 5. But well, they did the logo, but I still had like 7 or 8 things that I need their advice for, or their solution for. And in 2-3 video calls with them, we fixed everything, and that is the result. I mean, the experience was great. I think that I choose the right option finally. And also, if I need to change anything here, now that I almost master Bootstrap, it's quite easy. I mean, obviously, it's easier than before, and they can still help me if there is something too complex for an almost only backend developer as I am. So yes, that's the story about the development. The whole development of this website took about I think 90 to 100 hours, or maybe more. I know it because I use an app to track my activities, my work activities, to know how much time I'm investing in this and that. I mean, it's a lot, but I think it's. I mean, it has been very effective. In fact, in these 100 hours, also the studying part is included, plus the hours that also that company took to help me in this development. And yeah, this is pretty much the whole story about the new website. I don't know if you want to, if you have questions, uh, if you need to share something, please do it. If anyone had similar experience. I think there is some lag. Maybe I need to um, I need to set my environment better, but not that much. In fact, I see James replying in the chat. Nothing to add. Eugenio, nice story. All right, and well, what else? Uh, some updates about the DaDaBIK user interface, because as I told you during the last live, by the way, I see that in this live there are more people than usual. Thanks for coming, and it was short notice because I I sent an email to the newsletter subscribers yesterday, and I know that our lives are not so. I'm not so strict about the calendar as I used to be. So thanks for coming here. Um, yeah, about the user interface. As I said in the last live, the two things I'm focusing right now were the new website and the new user interface. New website done. New user interface. I decided again after evaluating many options that the new DaDaBIK user interface will be developed using Bootstrap 5. I still don't know if it will be plain Bootstrap 5 or Bootstrap 5 plus the template slash toolkit I used for the website. I still have to decide that because the the new user interface hasn't been, the development hasn't been started yet. I'm talking about this with the company I mentioned before, because if we find an agreement, they will build the user interface completely from scratch. So I will delegate to them the new user interface. And the idea is that they will provide me with the static user interface for all the main pages. And then I will integrate the user interface into the DaDaBIK core code. This is the idea. But we still have to, talk more about that and find an agreement. But I'm on it, and I know that it's very important to have a nice interface for the new release. Hi, Selson. Thanks for the comment. Thanks a lot. And what else? No, I have some notes here, but I think I told you everything I wanted to tell you. Again, if you notice something, please send an email because I'm pretty sure there are some typos, some bugs in this new website. Okay. All right. So it was a pleasure to share everything in this live, and well, I will we will keep in touch as usual on the YouTube channel and on the DaDaBIK newsletter. Thanks for joining this live and see you soon. Have a nice evening. Bye bye. Ciao.